Shama champs.
Champ.
Here we are.
Back after a win. Hey?
Hey, it's been a long, 5 weeks has it been, champ? No good.
Too long, man. My dementia doesn't serve me that well.
Jeez. Hey, at least we got the dub. Rewatched the game today. I couldn't agree more with your statements of it did feel like a game where you could switch off at moments as well, which is good. Seemed like we were up and about. But after, we did the post-game show, I was thinking, hey, look, we're playing pretty good in the third, fourth quarter. But I actually, watching it back and watching the first half, I'm like, holy shit, man, we should have smashed them by a lot more now thinking about it.
Yeah, which way, brother? Which way? I mean, I
just thought we were
pedal. That's for sure.
Yeah, I thought we were able to transition the ball very well in that first half. It was quite good. I think our first fucking maybe 4 or 5 scoring shots all came back from defensive half transition, which is good to see.
Yeah, it was good. A bit of centre bounce assertion was nice, and being able to defend them in stoppages. But I think we all, if you look at the numbers, we look at Richmond. Their midfield's been struggling all year, injuries and whatnot, and they're the worst clearance side and the worst contested possession side in the comp. And if we couldn't beat that, then fuck.
Would be trouble.
Call today.
Pack her up, boys.
Pack her up, man. Pack her up. But no, it's good. It's good to come back to the Pie performers after a win, after the 1 week hiatus. We'll probably a little bit too depressed for a Pie performers the week before. It wouldn't have been nice to give players ratings in. And we're not going to do the People's Champ leaderboard for that game. We're going to skip that as well. So bear that in mind. We'll veto that.
Yeah.
Just a quick g'day to Maddie and Missy and MD Melbourne. I love MD, brother. MD Melbourne. He's joined the stream recently. He said he came across it through the live streams. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, and Maddie says, I feel like we've got our mojo back here. So back to you know what? We'll take it. We'll take it, right?
Exactly. I'm just hoping this is the catalyst for us to, all right, we've played some good footy. Hopefully we can build on this going into this week's game, Saturday night against Carlton for Pendle's 400. Champ, just quickly as people are filtering in, did you get to see the jersey?
I did. It was okay. It was cool.
Oh,
the sentiment is cool, but it wasn't cold. It wasn't cold.
Nah.
I wasn't like cold. That's like that goes hard. It wasn't like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not a special jersey. It's added in there, but hey, if you're a Collingwood fan, I think it's a must cop. So I've already worded your brother up. I've worded myself up as well. We're gonna have to try cop it, man. Can you
purchase it?
I don't know. They did leave in the comments saying that they were going to do an auction. Obviously, the player auction is going to be fucking heaps. Imagine how much Pendle's jersey is going to go for. But hopefully, I don't know. We'll see if they do anything in the AFL store or the club store for it. It would be nice to have Champ hanging on behind you.
Oh yeah, 100%. Mind of own, what's going on? G'day, young fellows from Head Shrink Dinosaur. Do you know what that reference is, brother?
Nah, too long, maybe, Champ. Huh?
I don't know. Mind of Own is a frequent commenter on all the videos, so I do appreciate your support as always. So I think Mind of Own is in the game of trauma with veterans, I'm pretty sure. So that's a pretty cool life to be a part of. All right, fuck it. Should we just get into it? Just get into it, brother.
Yeah. Well, Mark, g'day, mate. A win is a win. Pretty freaking cold here tonight. How is it at yours? Fucking cold. I've got a jumper, I've got a scarf on, and I've got the heater on. So that sums it up there. But yeah, champ, you want to take the honours and kick us off today on the Pie performers after the first win after 5 weeks. Let's go, champ.
Let's go, champ. Let me get. Now, brother, I thought this was a bit generous from you, but and let me just quickly change this while I'm at it as well. Put that there. No, not that one, lad. Let me just make a quick adjustment, guys.
Oh, no, it's not, champ. My bad, champ. I'll leave it to you. Leave it to the coaches, man.
You're right. Bear with us, guys. Technical difficulties. We're a bit rusty. Update layout. And, and then we go back here. And, it will do for now, brother. I'm not even mad at that. But moving on. So, champs, by the way, I'm not sure. You've given me the man, one of your men, and quite a few now that I'm looking at the list watching it back. But it is what it is. Brayden Maynard. I feel like, in the last couple of weeks, he's probably been a bit quieter, and that's been the conversation around his name. You and I have touched on it briefly. People in the comment section have tended to sort of notice a little bit of drop off in output from Brazzy. But at the same time, by the same token, he's not necessarily playing bad. He lowered his colours, brother. I forget which game it was. Maybe it was the Geelong game. Do you remember?
Yeah. I think it was a Geelong game, champ.
It was the Geelong game where, the amount of ball he collected was limited, and then the amount of plays that he impacted was limited, and it felt kind of the same with this game. He finishes with 12 disposals, 5 contested possessions, just the 1 tackle, 6 pressure acts. So certainly a quiet game for Brazzy. And yeah, Collingwood got the win. We didn't need Brazzy to do anything too crazy, but by his own standards, right? Because there is an element of individual standards within these team performances that we talk about, brother. Yep. I'm going to give him... I can't give him a pass. Like, I know it might sound a bit stiff, but I can't give him a pass. I want to give him a 5.2. My pen, brother.
Where's your pen? Now, look, I think, like you're saying, it wasn't a type of game where we saw him lay a lot of big tackles, only 2 for the day. And his pressure acts, normally there's always one moment in the game where you go, fuck, man, that was a great effort by Brazzy, and we didn't see it on the weekend. I do believe he did move the ball quite well when he did have his 12 touches, that big left foot champs. He's always thumping that long. But yeah, it was one of those games where, hey, it's a little bit quieter. We got the win. So yeah, I'd agree with you with the 5.2.
Oh, 5.2. Brayden Maynard. Did the game... No, so... And that's a good question. Did the game need more from him? Probably not. But while, like I said, from a team perspective, he's done nothing wrong. We've won the game. He didn't need to have an impact. That's fine. But just on an individual level, relative to his standards, it probably wasn't... Good players, great players find a way to stay involved in the game, but Brazzy does that in different ways. It just didn't happen so much this game. So I'm not going to rinse him for it. It's just not a pass mark, in my opinion.
Yeah. All right, champ. Well, we'll move into the next one. I think I'll look at a promising young player who probably had his best game for the club this weekend, and Bytel. Whoa, played good. He had the 25 disposals, 7 contested pressure acts, 4 inside 50s, 1 goal assist, 6 score involvements, and champ, it just seemed like he was finding a lot of the ball, and that was quite evident through his stat line as well. What I liked about him, champ, in particular, is he didn't give up on plays. He had a play in the first quarter where he linked up with Nick Daicos. Kind of probably should have given him the ball a little bit earlier so Nick Daicos could have run, but then Daicos fed him back the ball, and he ended up getting the kick in there. I think it wasn't a clean kick, but I like that aspect. And there was another aspect of his game where he just didn't give up on the play. Like, the handball went, and then he just followed his own ball, and then he ended up regaining the ball again. So I like that aspect of things, of where he's trying to pick up on things and not give up on the play, even if it's not a clean disposal. And for his, it's going to be a high rating, champ, because, he's a younger player, expectations and stuff. So I'm just prefacing that before the score. But for what I saw, I believe he gets an 8 out of 10, champ. Would you disagree with that?
I thought he was outstanding, and if here's the thing, right? The other thing we can probably talk about a bit more later. But Bytel locking down the wing is critical to allow Josh Daicos to remain on a halfback flank as well. So he's doing a favor for the squad. 25 touches, by the way, is his most in his career. I think he didn't average a whole lot at St Kilda. So 25 is 4 better than any previous game he's had. So 8 out of 10 is yes, brother. I agree.
Lock it in, Eddie.
Lock it in, man. Is Bytel good enough to make up top 23 players? What do you have to say about that, brother?
I think you hit the nail on the head is, well, what does our wing stocks look like to allow Josh Daicos to have a game that he did on the weekend? 30 plus disposals, was able to rebound the ball from there. And he had a big part of that. But you need a dance partner on the wing to allow us to have him on that half-back role. And, hey, this guy might be the person to do that.
Yeah. All right. Hopefully he can keep up that form because that was really nice. That was really nice. Where is he, brother? So again, another player. You've taken me by surprise here, man. What's going on? What is this, Christmas?
Hey, man, I thought we'd mix it up, man. We can't always be doing the same players when we allocate the guys. So we're moving the magnets, as you'd say.
Yeah, 72, Shama. All right, so
35.
Isaac Kleiner. Do we sound like a broken record when we start saying like, yeah, it started off with, okay, maybe the ball's not coming to him as much. He doesn't need to have as much an impact. And then it got to, okay, he's probably actually not playing as well as he did last year. And then it went to, he did pretty well against Jeremy Cameron. And then he's sort of still like, I noticed last week and even a moment in this game where Q, he doesn't second guess his attack on the ball. And sometimes it's to his own detriment. And that's been a massive theme of issues for Collingwood. They just go and they get sucked into the contest. But this one in particular wasn't him necessarily getting sucked into the contest. There was a moment where the ball was bouncing in front of him. And in hindsight is 2020, but in retrospect, if you look at it, the ball was falling well short of where he needed to get to have an impact on the play. He leaves his player, as players usually do when they're trying to, I guess, make an attack on the ball, and doesn't get anywhere near the fall of the ball. It ends up bouncing, and I think they end up scoring or getting a stoppage deep in our back line. And I think that's been indicative of Q's season. 10 disposals, 1 intercept mark. I don't think he only had 2 score involvements from memory, 1 tackle.
Yeah. To add on to your intercept marks, champ. Sorry to cut you off there.
No, you're good.
But you would have actually had 2, and 1 was touched off the defender. But what I like off one of the Richmond forwards, so it wasn't paid intercept mark. But why I'm mentioning it is obviously he was down on intercept marks this year. But I liked his positioning beforehand. Like he was on his man. Then what you do with the flight of the ball, you want to take it at the highest point, right? So he then takes off his the Richmond forward. I forgot who it was. He pedals back, then comes up, then takes the ball. And it was touched, but he still grabbed the ball. And then the ball fed out. It was play on, and he pumped the hand pass out. Like those little things is like, okay, his intercept marks isn't there, but he's still got signs of, hey, that's something an intercept mark, like interceptor role type player would do. And he's still doing that. So maybe that number, it's good to see that he's still able to read the judge of the ball, and he hasn't just gone one-dimensional and just going to be like punching the ball all the time. Like that's just a little thing that people might not notice, and you don't see it in the stat line, but it's good positioning. So I just wanted to mention that as well.
Yeah. I think it was against Hawthorn early in the game where he was in a really precarious position against Luke Bruce, and he ended up taking the intercept mark deep into goal square. So there's been good signs, but still, I'll give him. I can't give him a pass mark. I'll give him 5.5.
5.5. Yeah, with the quiet game. So yeah, let's just lock it in, champs. Lock it in. Champ, quickly before I go on to the next player.
Yes, sir.
Who does he have next week, champ? Huh? We're going to see some interesting moves by Fly and is he gonna have one of the 2 fucking twin towers or what?
He's going to be playing on Mackay, brother. Put him on Mackay.
You reckon?
I hope not. But
oh man,
Fly's an interesting man. So
yeah, we'll see. We'll see if he backs him in. But anyway, champ, we'll go on to the next player. That is he lacking a little bit of confidence? I'm not too sure. But we got Bobby Hill, champs. He had the 15 disposals, 2 goals, 1 behind, which is good to see. Good to see the 2 goals in there. One thing that I preference this, right? He has been good with his link-up play. Like I feel like this year he's kind of taken that on his his wing, and you see that through the stat line with a 2-goal assist and 9 score involvements. So he's linking up the play a lot. But I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, jump in here. Do you think he's lost a little bit of confidence of actually shooting the fucking ball through the two big sticks, champ, or what?
Has to be an element of that, right?
Yeah, like we know his numbers are down. The champ's going to love this word. The commentators were alluding to the fact that his goal percentage is down because of a lot of snaps, but he was making those last year, champ. And one, I mentioned this is because he did this lovely pass to Lockie Schultz in the second quarter. There's a little dart kick in there, but he was also on a slight angle, and there was a Richmond defender about 5 meters away from him. But I reckon in past years he'll just kick the ball straight through the goal there, where he hits this. Lockie Schultz ends up like shanking the ball, and it goes for a touch, or he hits the post or something like that. And I feel like in the past he would have just slotted that. So that's what I just want to know. Like, fuck, is it the confidence starting to creep in a little bit? But for his link-up play, which was really good, the 2 goals, 9 score involvements, champ, I'm giving him a 6.8. I just want to see a little bit more confidence, champ. Just a little bit more confidence in goal and take those shots he would have had last year.
Give me a 7 and I'll live with it.
Give it a 7? Well, let's see what the comments. A lot of people are saying 7. Some are saying 6.5. I feel like the 6.8 was up the middle. It was smack bang in the middle, champ. Huh?
Bobby, 7, 6.5.
We're locking it in at 6.8, man.
Mark saved you, man. Mark saved you. Bobby, 6.8, huh?
Yeah.
All right. I've got still Sidebottom. Let me get this. The smiling assassin, man. The smiling assassin, guys. I can't lie. I did not see him a whole lot, and I imagine we saw him a bit more on the wing because of the move that was for Josh Daicos to the half-back flank. 12 disposals, only 133 meters gained. He just like, okay, so I've had Bruzzy and I've had IQ, and I feel like Sidebottom almost fits the same domain that they're in the sense that maybe didn't do a whole lot wrong, but didn't do enough right. And yeah, like it's a hard game because, like I said, guys, like the game was a dead rubber, or at least it felt like a dead rubber after the first half. You tie that in with mentally checking out from a viewer's perspective. Full transparency. Sometimes you're going to miss a few things, but again, I've watched the extended highlights back. I watched the full game live. I'm going to give Sadie a 5, man. I can't give him any more than that.
A 5? Yeah, like I said, champ, I didn't really see too much of him out there.
Did you see?
Not really, champ. Not really. What I would like is, would you rather see Lippo start on the wing and then and Sadie go reside into the half forward line? Because that's what I think I'd like to see.
Yeah, we'll say, hey, man, I got Lippo next, man. We'll save the conversation for
my bad, champ. My bad,
no,
champ.
Leave it
to the coaches, man. Who do we got?
Tell Fraser to leave it to the coaches tomorrow, man. By the way.
Yeah, done, man. All right, man. I'll make sure I'll get into him, man. I'll get into him. But Darcy Cameron, all right, 18 disposals. Hey, he had 2 tackles. One of them was really nice on Shy Bolton. He was trying to fend him off. Mate, he's 6'8". He's got the long reach. You're not going to be able to fend him off, man. You should have stepped him. But that was nice to see. But what I love about Darcy Cameron is, okay, let's say there's a ball out on the wing, right? Or not a ball up, but someone takes a mark on the wing or the opposite, or a half back line, right? He always seems to have the work rate to flood back into the hole. And that's why, we say about how big is his nuts, champ, when he goes back with the flight of the ball. But I love the work rate from him to be able to push back from there. So he gets big ticks in my eyes for that. Another thing we saw today, because of Coxie was coming in, hey, he didn't look too bad in the forward line, champ. What do you reckon?
Coxie?
No, Cameron.
DC rolling back into the forward line?
Yeah. Few little nice little leads, little grabs here and there.
Who's got, just before I comment on it, I've got Coxie as well. Okay, cool. But just briefly on that, like maybe I was a bit wrong, or not wrong, but like a little bit quick to suggest that maybe Kruger ends Cox's career. But I'll expand on that when we get to Coxie. But he's needed. He's needed at the moment.
Yeah, exactly. And slotted that nice little one goal, like add that to the tally, which is good to see. So, look, champ, I'm giving him another 8 out of 10.
Hey man, you haven't mentioned intercept mark or contested mark yet, man. What's going on?
No, the people know. The people know about the intercept marks. Number one, ruckman.
You got to do it.
I've heard it all before. If you come here, pie performers, we say the same thing, man. I'm trying to mix it up, look at it at a different point of view. Talk about his ride rate to actually get into those positions, or to actually go back into the forward line and hit up a little nicer than throw the chair out of the way and take a shot from the boundary, or 45 meters out on a little bit of an angle. So, champ, 8 out of 10.
18, so it was 18 disposals, 12 contested positions, 2 clearances, goal, good hit, many hit outs to advantage, intercept marks, contested marks, second most contested possessions on the ground. Why don't we give him an 8.1, brother? Sorry to do you like that.
Ball's over 0.1, man. Yeah, put it in. Put the 0.1 in there, man. I'm gonna lose sleep over that
one. Lock it in, Eddie, huh?
Yeah, lock it in, man. I feel like I heard that on the weekend for some reason.
Crazy.
Go on, Chet. Next crazy.
One. Okay. Eddie Lipinski. All right. Okay. Patrick. He kicked the goal late, a junk time goal. Bit of Joe the Goose out the back, just an easy mark off the back of some really nice work from, was it? I can't quite remember. But anyway, it was a nice little bit of a link up going into that forward 50 play where Lippo had an easy shot on goal. So I'm not going to attribute too much to that goal. But in saying that, if you hit the right fucking place at the right fucking time, it's still a goal, right?
Exactly. You have to get into the positions, champ.
Yeah. 9 disposals, probably playing that difficult high half forward role that we talk about, champs, whereas it definitely felt like early in the year he was playing more wing. It would be nice to have a bit how there's your center bounce attendance percentage. I'd like to have a bit more data on his where he started at each center bounce. Harvey Harrison, is he playing more forward, or is he possessing a lot more of the wing time that Lipinski was occupying early in the year? That's another thing to consider. But yeah, 9 disposals, 1 scoring involvement, which was that goal. Just not much, is it? And it's maybe it's not his fault, brother.
Well, champ, you were saying before with Maynard, man, you got to find your own footy sometimes, and you're saying that to a defender, high half forward. I know you love the man, but you're setting a bit of a double standard here.
No, because I was going to give him a 5.
Yeah,
which is less than Buzzy.
What are the comments saying, champ? We got a few. We got a 1 6, surprisingly. A few 4s, few 5s.
Well, just looking at relative to his the rest of his season, his player ratings have been 5.7, 5.8, 7.5, whereas in the first 10 games, he was getting 14s, 15s. He had 2 games over, he had 20, the 2 games where he had 20 rating points or higher, which is close to best on ground coaches' votes type of game. And he has been nowhere near it, lad. So I'm happy to settle with a 5 for Patrick Lipinski.
All right, sure. Let's hit that. All right, let's go with who do I want to go with, man? And also, we might have a technical issue with my laptop. Is forcing me to restart at 6:36, and I can't use my left side of my screen right now, champ. So if I disappear, I don't know what we're going to do. You're going to have to hold it down and bail it, all right? Because I also can't read half the stats I've got, but that's all right. What do I got, champ? We'll go with Darcy Moore because that's the only stat line I can read, and I'll figure out the rest in the background. All right. I wanted to save him for a little bit later on, but hey, you got to roll with the punches sometimes. Just like this man has rolled with the punches. We've been, he's been getting called out. We've been calling him out. He's been slammed in the mainstream media as well. And champ, this is a good game, good rebound game for him. Yes, it's against Richmond, but I love the confidence that was there that we didn't see in prior weeks. Him actually going and spoiling. Oh, it's not spoiling. Going for intercept marks where he would normally spoil the ball in recent memory. So I thought that was big pluses there. And hopefully this is a good catalyst for him to get some more form and have that go into the Carlton game this weekend, because my God, we need him. But that's another tangent. He had the 18 disposals, 3 intercept marks, which is great to see. And somehow he's got a 100% disposal efficiency, even though when I rewatched the game like 40 minutes ago.
It is sus, isn't it? The disposal efficiency stat. It is a bit sus.
Well, this is what I don't understand. Maybe you can speak to it. He plays on outside of the box, then kicks the ball, and it is it's not marked, right? Is that not down? Oh, I don't know if it was front and center, but does that count as a disposal efficiency? If someone doesn't mark it and it gets brought down and then the Collingwood player picks it up, is that
I think I know exactly which one you're talking about. We're talking about the one where Nick Daicos crumbs it at the front and center, and that was
Cox.
Yeah, something like that.
Does that count as effective disposal?
Whether it's an effective disposal, I'm not too sure. And I'm not sure, brother, if the definition between effective disposal and disposal efficiency is the same, because they've used both. I hear commentators use both different terms, and they're not for the same thing. So I don't know. It's a weird one. It's definitely a weird one.
Yeah. Anyway, that's what they're listing him as, 100% disposal efficiency. But look, it was a step in the right direction. And I'm giving him, because of those intercept marks and his willingness to attack and kick the ball, switch it, which we've been missing. We need him more than ever this weekend. 8 out of 10, champ.
Brother. Fuck. I mean, I know he played okay, but fucking hell, mate.
Nah, man. Hey, man, this is the catalyst for bigger and better things. They must be watching us, because Josh Daicos on the half-back line.
All right.
Stroke the man's ego, man. We needed him.
Darcy, we fucking love you, mate. You know what? If it was me, I'd given you a 10 out of 10, brother. But because it's Caleb, 8 out of 10.
And you're always our captain. He's always our captain.
Huh? He's our captain. The guy who's playing 400 games on the weekend, he's all right. But you're our captain.
Exactly right.
Woody, here we go. Here he is, champ. You'll love that one. The longer the longer the kick is, the more margin for error you have almost. So it doesn't have to be a perfect kick the longer it goes.
Fair enough, man.
Huh? Fuck it off.
Woody, you might have to DM us or DM me a longer explanation of that.
Slide through. Okay. I've been looking forward to this one. And champs, maybe we both have a fair.
Champ, you should save this one for very last, man.
Hey man, I'm following your list order, man.
All right, man.
I'm conforming to your ladder, man.
Well, yeah. Let's go, man.
Okay.
Put the victory music on for the people all the way.
You know what's funny? This thing.
We got a bit of flat.
Look at this. Can you hear that?
Yeah, I can hear it.
All right. I'm leaving it on for this one, just for the Daicos talk, because he's our man. All right.
What NPC music is this, man?
I don't know. It's the StreamYard features, but Josh Daicos, what a fucking game! And kudos to Fly McRae for finally rolling the dice on something that we've been screaming out for. There's things McRae has done that they're changes, but they're not the changes we were hoping for. And finally, we see that. Daicos moving off the halfback flank, had 32 disposals, 7 score involvements for a fucking halfback flanker is like top shelf. We're talking about 3 to 5 scoring involvement. 3 to 5 scoring involvement for a halfback flanker is above average. 7 is beyond elite. Just a really good connector, brother. I can't lie. I'm going to turn this down. I'm turning this music off. It's actually distracting.
It's throwing you off, huh?
It's distracting me, man. I wasn't ready for that. But Yeah, and like I said, the Bytel coming into the team, the fact that he comes in and holds it down on the wing gives us a little bit more flexibility with putting one of our best winger essentially onto the half-back flank. Before I give a rating, did you want to talk to anything about Josh Daicos?
Well, I thought, and I want to see, I should say, him go back there this weekend. I thought he gives that a little bit of ability to rebound the ball. And what I like about Josh Daicos is who's a good comparison. John Noble would be a good comparison. He's kind of like your 180-degree like V-shaped player, right? Like he's really good because he can see what goes in front of him and then he can attack the ball, right? With Josh Daicos, who someone's going to be a rebounding half-back flanker, in the interim until we find someone else, or it could be a new home champ. He's got the full spectrum. He's got 360-degree vision, right? So it's going to be allowing us to rebound the ball, look at different angles and perspectives that maybe a Noble, an IQ, definitely an Oleg would not give you. So that's what I love him in that position. We saw it on the weekend, and I want to see it again against Carlton.
Yeah. 8 coaches' votes as well, by the way. So 4 and 4 from Fly and Adam Uze, which makes him essentially the second best player on the field for that game, brother. Have a wild guess who the first one is. But yeah, I guess with that, all that being considered, brother, we'd be nuffies to not give him, without knowing the rating we're going to give the best player on the field, I think we should give him most disposals he's had this season. Josh Daicos, I'm comfortable with giving him a 9. A 9. Yeah, a 9.
Yeah, lock it in, Eddie.
Let's go, champ.
All right, man. Let us go.
How's the computer holding up, by the way? Is it all good or nah?
Oh, I can only use one monitor. It's not allowing me to actually exit out of this. So it looks like I am going to disappear in 3 minutes. So I'll make this next one quick and I might have to do a forced restart, champ. And I reckon you either do another player or you do, because we're not doing a player performers. You're not doing the review show tomorrow. Maybe you can talk about the team structure a little bit if I do disappear for a computer update. How's about that?
Go on.
All right, man. Let's go with Johnny Noble. All right. What did I like about Noble's game this weekend? Well, I liked his run and receive. I think he was providing some decent ability to link up the ball up the ground. He had a couple of good instances where he got a 1-2 and then was able to get that kick over the defenders in the zone, and he was able to hit up some high half forward. So I thought that was promising signs from him. He did have that one instance that McStay and Hill was absolutely losing it to him where he should have gone deep and he tried to hit a short target, champ. In regards to Noble's stat line, what did the man have? The man had the 21 disposals, which is quite high for him this season. Talking about, his penetrative kicks, he had the 5 inside 50s. He had 3 marks as well. And did he have any? He had 10 pressure acts, champ. So I thought he was better than previous weeks. Like Chris saying, he did turn it over a couple of times, but I think overall it's a step in the right direction. Above average game for him as that champ. And I don't know, I like this score of like a 6.8, but I reckon maybe champ at 6.8, champ. I'm not reaching that number too much.
You want to go 6.9?
Hey, man, that's a good number.
Number, man. John Noble, 6.9. He's a bit frank sometimes. He's a bit frank. He's a bit of a turnover king. He's a bit of a turnover king, but that's okay. Hey, John Noble, as our second string halfback flanker, fucking take it. The problem has been when he's been the number one guy, which has been the case for a while. So, yeah, Chris has got a vendetta for Markov and Noble, but to be honest, they probably do everyone else's lead in as well, to be fair, brother.
Yeah, I think a Markov does my lead in more than a Noble.
Is it the look of him, brother, as well? The mustache and the darting eyes?
All right. Mustache isn't too bad. I love Markov's energy, man. How good was it when he's in the forward line doing these ones all the time, huh? But
hey, man, he's a father now.
Energy ain't going to win your games, man. Huh?
He's a father now, by the way. Did you see that?
I don't know. You want to say congrats to the man after
congrats, Leggy. I know you're a frequent viewer of this stream, so we hope you're cradling the baby, man. And that's it. 72. Okay. So I'm being mindful that you might be ducking out intermittently, champ.
My anxiety's gone through the roof, champ. But go on.
I've got Lockie Schultz in the meanwhile, okay?
Yeah.
And I felt like he was very lively in this game. I think I mentioned it. I mentioned in the review, I think I do love how he tries to take a lot of his marks overhead, or at least presents as that option. He doesn't have the hops that Jamie Elliott or Bobby Hill have, but I do respect the hustle and trying to give his opposition many things to worry about other than just his pressure and his goal sneak ability. But yeah, 12 disposals for a small forward, 27 pressure acts, which has to be close, is the highest amount of pressure acts for that game. 3 shots, 2 goals, 6 score involvements. It's probably a top 4 game for him this year, in my opinion. And I'd be comfortable giving Lockie Schultz a 7.5. Oh, okay. So Caleb's gone. I thought the picture of Caleb, guys, up here was him just concentrating really hard, but he's actually gone. So yeah, I'm gonna leave him up there because it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. It looks like he's like, yeah, just concentrating really hard. But anyhow, so 6.5. What's everyone else saying? A 6, 6.5. Yeah, his computer reset, so he's going to come back. Don't worry. It's just me now, so unfortunately, you have to deal with that for now. 7 for Schultz. You guys are a bit on the lower spectrum, but I think a 7.5. I'll give you guys. I'll level it a 7.2. Okay, 7.2 for shooter. 7.2 out of 10. Let me see who I've got next, and then I will go into that player as well. I've got. Let's see. I've got Big American Cox. Big American Cox. Where is he? There he is. Okay, and I'm also going to I'm going to get rid of this. 1 second, guys. I'm going to minimize it to 1. I'm going to make my face bigger because I don't know if Caleb's coming back because he's got a system update. So I'm just going to update this for now. Yeah, that will do. That will have to do. Won't it? More of me. Mason Cox. God, it was good to see him back playing good footy. And I know you guys can look at the stat sheet and say he probably didn't take the couple marks he should have and didn't fill up the stat sheet as he has done in the past in big games. But in these type of games, he's not going to rip it up. I feel like he provides enough of a nuisance in the air, whether he marks the ball or not. He's that option long down the line. He's most importantly reprieve for Darcy Cameron in the ruck and gives us an opportunity to put Darcy Cameron in the forward where he does have elite forward craft for a ruckman. So, hey, I'm going to put my hand up because I feel like maybe I did Mason Cox a little bit dirty 4 to 5 weeks ago, not suggesting, like I was just like sort of putting the idea forward that if Nathan Kruger keeps playing well, is there a position for Mason Cox in the team? And the answer seems to be yes. Not because Nathan Kruger's not good enough. Hey! Let's go, Deb. Hold on.
I'm back, champ.
Let's go.
I'm back, champ.
All right, let me
All
right, let me hold on. Let me just
hey, champ, I had to come in with the I had to come in with the
I love it, dude. I love it, champ.
Let's go, champ.
Just bear with me. I'm just editing the screen. Hold on. I thought you said Gala nicked that out. I was like, fuck, it's over.
Nah, that's not over, champ.
I'm just I know this is Frank, but I'll fix these cameras, guys. Yeah, I'll fix these cameras when Caleb is doing his.
I'm trying, champ. I'm trying. I'm rattled, man. I'm rattled.
Leave it, man. Leave it, man. Don't touch it, man. Yeah, so Big Coxie, I think, while he didn't fill the stat sheet up, he serves a very important role for the team, for Darcy Cameron. It's not that Kruger didn't work out. It's that Kruger cannot do what Mason Cox can offer us in the ruck. And Coxie showed us that once again on the weekend. And I'm just going to give Coxie just a lousy 6.5. I mean, that's without looking at the stats. I will quickly just have a quick squeeze at Mason Cox's stat line. 11 disposals, 10 contested possessions. Is that right? 10 contested possessions, 6 ground ball gets, 6 clearances. Mate, do I have to give him a 7? 6 ground ball.
You might have to, Champ.
What's everyone saying? Cox 5, good for structure from Digsby. 5 from Jimbo. 6 from Stefanos. 6.5. I'm gonna give him a 6.5. No, I'm gonna give him a 6.8. 6.8.
6.8.
Right.
Hey, Champ, I know you can't hear me now. I'm kind of like Jesus. I'm kind of just like the overarching, just watching this from the.
I can hear you, but I can't see you.
Can you fix that? Because I'm moving my hands and stuff. But anyway, what I'm saying, Champ, is, hey, he's just got to bear in mind, guys. He got concussed and sent to the shadow realm. Not only that, but he's just coming back from an MCL as well, which is a major injury. So let that sink in. And hey, at 6.8, I'll take that.
Yep. Brother, do you want to put your next person on?
I'm not talking about the next player until I'm up on the screen, is all I want to say.
My bad, champ.
What's your feet, man? As you find that, I mean, a little bit of chaos isn't too bad, is it, champ?
Huh? No, a little bit of chaos. We've got to be able to show that we're able to adapt throughout adversity. You know what I mean? If we can't do it, how do we expect the Pies lads to do it, brother? You know what I mean?
Exactly right, man. Exactly right. And look, we'll go with the man. Where is
Jimbo? Says that's Caleb Wrestling intro. Well, we are formerly known as the Hardy Boys back in the day, so that's where that comes from, Jimbo. Smith should be playing instead of Cox. Not quite yet. Smith's been playing good, but not as good as not ready to replace Cox, is he yet, brother? Before you mentioned Jimbo Elliott.
Yeah, look, I think a good one for Smith is if the season's done and it's over, just chuck him in the Melbourne game. I think just breed him in one game while we've got the losing, gets a little bit of AFL experience, see what the standard is like in an actual game sense, and maybe that'll be a good way. Get a big preseason under his belt, and we see him next year. But we're still playing for a potential finals run, sneaking into the 8. So he's just gonna have to leave it to the coaches and sit on the sideline. But champ, let's go with Billy, man. He had 15 disposals, 4 goal assists, 9 score involvements, which is elite to see him just go around and kick the ball. He looks dangerous every time he's near it, doesn't he?
He's the man in every single way for the Collingwood.
Yeah, well, we're talking about Bobby Hill kicks the ball to him, kicks it to his advantage. It falls short, which is probably what you want as a forward instead of going it over your head. He crumbs it, picks it up, snaps it on his right foot, goal. That's just really good goal sense, split second decisions, which is great to see, man. How many goals did he end up getting today, Jen? Yeah, he took a hanger. Even Hill took a hanger, and no one's really talking about that as well. As I get Wheeler back.
Jamie he had 4 shots on goal, but only kicked 1 goal too. Hold on, 4 goal assists, brother. What's the feat, man? Jesus.
Oh, yeah, I mentioned that, champ, with the 9 score involvements. Hey, that link-up play, not too bad. I'm giving him a 7.5, champ. 7.5 for the man.
Okay. Is 4 goal assists, by the way, is a career high.
Oh, okay. That kind of changes my perspective on it a little bit. Let's bump it up, champ. 7.6. 7.8. Nah, 7.8. 7.8. Bump it up.
So you're gonna bump it up by 1?
Nah. 7.8, man.
All right. 7.8. So what's everyone else saying? 7.5. Sorry, I haven't been shown the comments, guys. Just a little bit to mention on my end. I'll put my hand up. 7.5. 8, 7s, 7.4. Yeah, I think we're around the money. We're on the money there.
Yeah.
James, do you want to take? Because I did 2 in a row. Do you want to take the next one? Or do you need a second?
No, I should be able to agree up and running again. Let's go with where.
While Caleb's doing that, that's a good question, Kev, regarding how many times we go to Elliott while McStay's there. It does seem like Elliott offers a lot more, maybe because Elliott's such a good lead up forward as well, and that's probably why McStay isn't the target just yet. I think Jamie Elliott has the respect of the team as well, like over the course of the years. If you see Elliott leading, and in those red boots, brother, how are you not going to look for him? And those tattoos, if McStay gets a sleeve, brother, maybe they look for Dan McStay a bit more.
Exactly. And I look, Champ, I actually don't know if you've got this player. Oh, no, he's all the way down there. He doesn't have a name assigned to him. That's why I couldn't find him. You're stitching me up.
My bad, Champ.
I'm looking at the D section. Oh, that was sus. Alphabetical order, Champ, and he wasn't there. But McStay, well, what did I like for him? I think he had 2 very good lead-up hit marks, which is what we're missing with a big key forward. I love that about him. He took a nice little back with the flight of the ball with the 3rd to early 4th quarter, which was great to see. Nice deep entries for Collingwood was good because it allowed him to get to work and just have a little bit of forward craft, a little bit of movement for a big guy, and take some good marks. He had the 3 goals for the day, 2 of those in the first quarter, 11 disposals, 7 score involvements, and 8 pressure acts, which is more kind of what you want from your key forward, trying to lock the ball into the forward line. So it was good to see. I am giving him, Champ. I'm giving him another 8, Champ. 8 out of 10, I reckon. Seems like the number of the day for me, but I like to see him as an 8.
What are the comment section saying, brother?
Let me pull it up, Jamie. We've got an 8.3 by Zach, which is good to see.
Zach the strongest?
Yes, that is the only comment. As Jim of the Jimbos just says 7.5. Stephanos says 7.5 as well. Chris goes 7. Maybe I was overzealous with the
I reckon 7.5. I reckon 7.5 is fair.
MD Melbourne 8.5. All right, let's go with the 7.5 then, James. Let's go. But it's good step in the right direction here with him being out there.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Okay, this one will be a quick one. Maybe it won't be. Maybe we'll touch on it a little bit. Where is he? Double H. Double H, we were concerned when he was listed as managed because I wasn't sure if it was just like a nice way of dropping him. But in the end, he doesn't play VFL in that week either. But it could have been like, hey, like, mate, like, we're going to rest you, but we're kind of dropping you, but we also want you to rest up and not play in the VFL. And then he comes back in and collects 4 disposals. He did have a head knock, but that was late in the game, and he did come back as well. It's because so his time on ground, brother, for that game, still, despite that head knock, where is it? 1 second. I can go to the bottom for disposals because he's the last on the field for disposals. He had 74% time on ground at 4 disposals, 2 kicks, 2 handballs. Probably worst of field when you factor that in, really, for Collingwood at least. And maybe it could be almost time for a spell for Harvey Harrison to go back to the VFL, which does no harm to him. He's young. He's had some really good games, but being young, that happens. I'm going to give him a 2 out of 10 though.
2 out of 10. I was gonna say in my head, Champ. I was doing these ones as well. Yeah. Look, I think he's got a lot of upside. Don't have a few weeks in the VFL, bounce back. So, Champ, no, I back that, and I think they'll lead me into another young player that actually had quite a good game for us on the weekend. I thought a lot better than previous games. We go with Will Parker, Champ, former cricketer. 9 disposals. He actually had 3 inside. Yeah, it's going to be the new thing once Pendles retires, man.
Yeah.
5 contested possessions, 5 intercept possessions as well. But it was his first full game under his belt where he didn't come on as a sub. And one of the things that I took away from him was, like, besides him being quite clean with the ball, he was able to go back with the fly the ball and give some of these ones, Champ, a few spoils, which was good to see. So, which I haven't really seen much of him doing that in the previous AFL games. So that was a good knack. I thought he provided a little bit for us. I think in the context of it, I could maybe give it a slight above mark. I had him originally as a 6 out of 10. But I don't know, Chad, maybe a 6.2. Am I being too generous here? What do you reckon? Trying to factor in his expectations as well.
I think a 6 is fair.
Yeah, let's go with my initial thought, and we'll just lock him in as a 6. But look, it was good signs from him.
Yeah, probably just need to see a little bit more, and then we can get a real fair gauge. There was this one player where Parker pulled where he shaked and baked a few defenders, gave the hands, and got the receive and hit Billy up. That was unreal. I think I do remember that one. That was a nice play. That was promising. So yeah, that was good. I've got. Let me just. Phone just closed. Okay, brother, you're giving me some juices, brother. I mean, brother, to be fair, if you didn't give me this man, maybe you probably thought I'd be dirty if you didn't give me this man for this week, huh?
Nah, chap, I'll give him you. Oh, fuck, I'm fucking butchered that. I give him to you this week. Next week, who does he fall to?
Oh, you have it. Use your
400. Huh?
Hey,
that.
Hey, man, I'll take him after a good game. He might not have a good game in his 400. So if he doesn't have a good game in his 400, you're gonna have there's gonna be some emotional strings being pulled when you're gonna have to rate him after the game. I'll live with game 399. Pendles being the second highest rated player on the field, only 50% time on ground, 22 disposals, a goal. How many goal assists did he have? I know he had a couple up there, didn't he?
Goal assist, champ. He had the
1 goal assist,
1 goal assist,
6 clearances. Just, brother, he has this knack for just being able to wind it back. Just when you think, okay, maybe we're compensating too much for his lack of speed outside of the contest, and then he has a game like this where it just didn't even matter because he was so good with the ball. 22 disposals. Didn't get any coaches' votes, but when you play only fucking half the game, essentially, but still the second highest rated player on the field, I can't have him higher than Josh Daicos, but I just because of how impactful he was when it mattered, I still want to give SP 10 in game 399, and I'm not looking at the comments just yet. I'm saying 8.5.
8.5, champ. I think you're on the money there. You're on the money. And champ, you know what you didn't mention? He ran at 90% disposal efficiency for a midfielder.
Yeah, that's
getting
huge.
a lot of inside balls there. So it was good to see, man.
That's huge. That is huge.
Hey, Strawberry Bunny, man. We might have to. Hey, man, champ. This might be excitement. We might have to scrap, man.
Strawberry Bunny. Damn.
Is it all right to fight with the viewers? I don't know. Would you guys like to see that, champ?
What's Pendle's done? Yeah, we did do DC, brother. We gave DC. He did well. We gave him an 8.1. Kev. Overrated, says Jack, question mark. He's not happy. Jack, calm. We'll look after this one. We'll handle this one. We'll handle it. Leave it to the coach.
Yeah, exactly.
MD says he'll be exceptional. Hey, brother, MD Melbourne says he'll be ecstatic in the 400th.
Fuck it off.
Is this me, by the way?
This is me, champ. Okay. We got the man Jack, 19 disposals, 20 pressure acts, which is great to see. 2 clearances, which is, how do I put it? I feel like all his best games this year, and I said in the post-game show, is when he's at 80%, high 80% centre bounce attendance. He still attended 78%, which is a decent amount of the amount of midfielders we're playing. Pardon?
Higher than what we've been accustomed to recently.
Yeah, exactly. Right? But only the 2 clearances, champ. But that being said, he felt like he played more of a connecting role this weekend, feeding the ball to other players. And, you know, champs, he had that nice fat side kick to McStay.
On the right foot.
Yeah, which is good to see as well, you know. you're always harping on about being able to kick on your left and your right foot as well, champ. So also had four tackles, 1 goal assist, which is what we were just talking about. And he also had the 5 score involvements as well. But I do like to see, or I want to see him winning the ball more with the clearances. But hey, if your Pendle's doing a job, if you've got Daicos doing a job, that's fine. And we'll get into Daicos and how many clearances he had. So I'm giving the man, champ, I'm giving him I'm gonna give him a 6.9, champ. 6.9.
Oh, give me a 7, brother. The guy was linking up very well. Come on.
He was linking up, but they weren't I just want to see a little bit more. I want to see the form that he had earlier on. You know what I mean? When he was having those high 80% game clearances, a lot of disposals. Like that's what I want to see each week. That's why I've given him a lit like in the 6s.
I can respect that. What you're saying is you want more of the man that he's capable of being.
Exactly right.
What about this one down here?
What's his champ?
Play
him on the halfback. Hey, we've got it. We've got our man now on the halfback, Daicos.
So what are we settling for? 7?
We'll do a 7, champ. We'll do a 7.
JC 7. Hold on, brother. So this guy comes in. Treacherous conditions, right? Brother, can you hear me? You can hear me, can't you?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah. I know you're not displaying a new person.
Yeah. So he comes in on a Saturday, treacherous conditions against the Parkdale Vultures, and he has a big first half, 15 disposals, couple intercept marks, couple link-up plays, maybe franked it once or twice. Mitch Brown, how many goals did he kick on you, brother? Did he kick any on you? Did you play on him?
No, I didn't have the roll on him. Okay.
You broke someone's nose? True or not? Brother, careful.
I'm not going to confirm nor deny, champ. I can still get reported. Not going to confirm.
Okay. So potential case to be reported. Okay. Jackson says 0.5. Guys, that is Caleb. Jack, that is Caleb.
What? This is the biggest stitch up. What the fuck? What is going on right now?
What do we think of the hand position? I know we're 12 months removed from that hand position, so go easy. Anyways, brother, what are you giving your rating out of 10 for the game against the Parkdale Vultures? And we'll move on after that. Come on, man.
Give it an above average.
You're talking up your game on Saturday, brother. Live up to it now. Come on, man.
Nah. Look, champ. I thought it was all right, man. A few link-up plays. Supposedly, I did hit at the opposition right on the fucking tit. Which, hey, man, you live in line by mistakes.
Rocket goes bang.
Man, I'm going 6.8, man. I'm giving myself a 6.8. This is a stitch up. I love the Jeff Hardy photo in the fucking background, man. But fuck it off. Put someone else on, man. That is a stitch up and a half, man.
I've got someone with better triceps on the screen now. The hyphen. Yeah, hey, mate, full credit to this bloke because he probably had the worst game of his career in Collingwood colours against the Hawks last week. And he comes out and presents really well as a pseudo key tool a little bit. Couple contested marks. How many goals did the man end up kicking? Give me one moment. So 3 contested marks, 2 shots on goal for 2 goals, 5 score involvements. Just efficient, just a 7 disposals, but did everything right with the ball in his hands and presenting himself well. The fact that he bounced back after that horrible game, along with many other players, of course, I want to give the Hoskin-Elliott 7.5 relative to his standards.
Yeah, locking in it. He's been. I know we call him Mr. Fix-It, but he is really Mr. Fix-It, man. Players like you got to factor in. He just gets thrown around half back, wing, half forward. And it's hard to adjust. Like I don't know if you've if you guys played footy and being a swingman or just being able to play different position, it is a lot of mental battle and trying to work yourself in the game. And man, he just does it with ease, man. Half back this week, half forward, you know what I mean? So, he gets big respects in that department.
Jackson's talking crazy. Is that Jacko, the young Jacko? It is young Jacko.
Young Jacko.
He has like 6 accounts.
Yeah, that's all right, man. 90 years old, man. Fair enough.
Go, man. Go, man.
Man. We're going to end the... Oh, no, still got one more. But, hey, what a photo of this, man. What a photo.
Yeah.
Howe, back in the back line. And I do like, as much as the forward line is good, I do like him in the back line. And, look, he had the 11 disposals, but I love his ability to leave his man and impact the play. Seems to be doing it better than Darcy Moore, being able to come across and spoil. But that, like, man, how many times on the weekend did you see him fly across and do a big fuck off spoil, champ?
He loves those, man. As much as he loves his intercept marks, he loves fucking putting one into Rosette with his fist, man.
Yeah, that on top of that, 11 disposals, 90% efficiency as well, and the 2 intercept marks as well. I think it was quite a good game, being able to swing back, as Chris is making me laugh. But I'm giving him, champ, giving him a 7.1.
7.1? Yeah,
7.1, champ. 7.1 for the big spoils, for the couple intercept marks. It was good.
All right. This is one of the most frank photos we've got on file right now, man. Has to be one of the most frank.
You sure it's not this one, man? You sure it's not that one?
No. Brother, you haven't put him in there for me. Have you put him in there for me?
No, I'm saying it for the frank photos, man. For the cool photos.
Now the long sleeves go to this guy's face though is looking a bit munted in this photo. You know what I mean? They say Pies was tearing up his membership. Oh wait, why is it? All right, yeah. So Longy didn't pick up a whole lot of the ball. Kicked a really nice set shot, and we talked about his ability to impact the scoreboard, which he's done. But we also talk about his tackling pressure, and 10 tackles in just his 3rd game. His 2nd full game on the field. Is there anything else of note alongside of those 10 tackles and that impressive goal from the stat sheet perspective? 50% centre-bounce attendances, so a bit of time in the forward line as well. I think we give Longy a 7.2. 10 tackles. Sorry.
Say that again.
10 tackles.
Yeah.
One goal.
What was the score? So I just completely blanked. I was reading
72, but with a point in the middle. 7.2.
Come on, champ. 7.2, huh?
Hey, man. You can't say no to that, can you? You can't say no to that number.
Look, I'm going to keep it for the value, but 7.2 is a bit high, champ. It's a bit high.
7, man.
Oh, man.
7, man. Hey, what did we give Howie? 7.1.
Yeah, we gave Howie 7.1.
Bro, Jackson is a violation, man. 6 for Long, got something for mine. AFL legends, an unpopular opinion. Ned Long is a top 10 player at Collingwood next 5 years. It's outrageous. That's borderline outrageous, just because he's only played a couple games and he's shown bits and pieces. But yeah, it seems like that's an unpopular opinion for mine.
And
right now,
unpopular opinion. It's not going to happen, champ. This is your next. This is the next 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, champ. 70,000 years in the game, champ. This is your man that we're going to build a statue about. All right, man. If I could give him, this is the score I'm going to give him. I'm going to start with the score, champ. I'm giving him a 72 out of 10. 72 out of 10, man. Couldn't play like 69 disposal efficiency. A little bit low, but fuck, man. 42 disposals, 18 in the first quarter, 20-something by halftime, 18 contested possessions, 11 clearances. Boys, do I have to say anything else, man? I can go on and on. the way he runs, his running patterns are cooked. His ability to keep following up, kicking the ball, dart, elite ball user. Like, man, I don't give it any number over 10. That's what he is, man. 3.
All right, man. All right, man.
Three votes, man.
We get it, man. We get it, man. You want him to choke slam you into bed, man. We get it.
Glazing him like crazy, man. Yeah. But hey, that's it, man. Do you have any other players left?
Yeah, I've got Sullivan, but he was a sub, so maybe just fuck it off.
Nah, man. We're leaving it on a high, man. We'll go into champ. I think we've got one more, right? We've got the coach.
Yeah.
We've got the coach, champ.
I'm gonna rather for me, just straight to the point. I'm gonna give him an 8 out of 10 because one, he's kept Darcy Moore in the back line, and if he played bad, it looks bad on him. So that's a gutsy move by Fly, but also an 8 because of Josh Daicos to the half-back flank.
Yeah, done. 8 out of 10. Moved the magnets this weekend. We saw 2 good performances through Josh Daicos and Bytel. Flag Pies 23 asked what was the rating we gave Bytel again? I know I gave him a decent rating. I think it was an 8 out of 10 from memory. Yeah. 8 out of 10. So, champ, we'll lock that in. We'll move it on. 8 out of 10 for the man. Are we going to do the pie performers, or are we rating checking this, champ? Because I know you got to jet off, and I've got to jet off.
I've got like 5 minutes, so we'll get through it quickly, and maybe instead of the poll, we'll just get people to ring it out quickly because we know for the most part who's going to get there. So there's that. That's the updated one post Hawthorn. Cool, Chris. We'll do guess the photo later in the week. We just don't have time right now. But Nick Daicos currently sitting on 19. Guys, for the People's Champ,
I'm not even going to open it up, champ. Nick Daicos 5 votes. I've spoken for the people. If you don't think Nick Daicos is getting the 5 votes today, you're smoking something. All right, there's a family show, but you know what you're smoking. Who gets the 4 votes, guys? Say it in the comments. 4 votes. Open it up. List your players right now. If you don't know, I'll run it over very quickly. People's Champ. You guys vote for the winner. Whoever gets the most votes at the end of the year is the People's Champ. Now, Nick Daicos has got the 5 votes, so you can't vote for him. So give us your 4 votes for this game on the weekend. Kev goes DC, gets 1. Pendles gets the 4 votes from Supercoach God.
Do we just give Pendles 4 for 400? 4 votes for 400. Is that a shout?
Yeah, done.
Hold on. What's everyone saying? Pendles, DC, Daicos. Fuck, there's a few there though. Can't lie.
Is my thing the way?
Did you hear that?
Huh? No, I didn't, champ. I no, that's where Daicos is. What are you thinking, champ?
I was going to say Pendles, but you can't not give it to Josh Daicos at this point.
All right, man. We'll go 2 votes. 2 votes for the man.
Peter G as well, so that's 3. DC's got a couple. Can't give 8 until he's cleans up. He's a very good defensive runner, though. Josh. Magpie says, surely McStay will at least get a vote. Not too sure. He did get an 8, but Daicos brothers. All right. Yep. Josh Daicos for 4.
Yep.
All right. 3 votes. I might just take this to the poll. Okay. Supercoach God, we're running short on time, but next stream we will definitely look at getting up the prints, the 400 prints, because they are mean. But it seems like people are behind. I think they must be behind, right? Yeah.
The people are voting a bit late, champ.
Yeah, they're voting now. Darcy Moore 4 votes. Strawberry Bunny's had some interesting takes today, brother. I can't lie. That
was one step in the right direction for Darcy Moore. Do I believe he gets the 4 votes? Maybe not. Maybe he could sneak the 1 vote, but maybe not the 4, man. Maybe not the 4.
Yeah, so we got Josh Daicos at 4, Nick Daicos at 5. I'm not too sure. If I put the poll up, brother, do you reckon they'll get that straight away? So I'll do that. Let me do that. Who gets the 3? Start a poll. Who gets the 3 votes? So we haven't listed DC. We haven't listed SB10. McStay can be in there because he got an 8. Bytel can also be there because he got an 8. That sounds about right, yeah? Okay, start poll. Supercoach God says if you give JD 4, then you have to give Pendles a 3. That 3-quarter performance was insane. It was,
yeah.
It was amazing. He was amazing. And I think he will get the 3 votes. I think he will. Let's have a look at the poll. 10 votes, 40%, 44%, 30. Oh, DC's in front, just. 42%, SB10. Daicos 3 more needs another game to get votes. All right, SB10, 14 votes, sitting at 50% accumulation of those voters. So we're gonna go SB10 and another vote. SB10 gets the 3 votes. Okay, so I'm gonna end that poll, guys, very quickly. Start a poll. Who gets the 2 votes? So we're looking at DC, DMAC, Bytel. Who else can be in that conversation, lad? Jamie,
yeah. Did you say McStay?
Yeah, DMAC.
Yeah, DMAC, yeah. So
that's the 2 votes. We've got 5, 4, 3.
Did you chuck Moore in? Because Moore's getting a lot of votes.
My bad, guys. Let's just see. I think DC surely still gets the votes before. Yeah, Bobby only got a 6.8. I could have vouched a little bit harder for him, but Caleb's got some high standards for the man because he is Mr. Norm Smith.
I just want to see him slice some goals where where he's passing it to Lockie Schultz. I reckon last year would have just run through it. I just love that. He's a beautiful kick of the game, of the ball, sorry. And yeah.
You know what's funny? One of his goal assists, he absolutely shanked it to Lockie Schultz, and Schultz ended up kicking a goal. Do you remember that?
I know the one that Schultz hit the post off memory. You sure you're not talking about that one?
No, it was the one that Schultz kicked. Spotted. Yeah, so DC gets the 2 votes. Next stream, man, I'm having internal battles with some of the shows and how to go about them. I can guarantee you that Moving the Magnets will be on Thursday. Tomorrow, Pies Footy Show. I'm not too sure just yet. I just need to sit back and have a chat with Caleb and figure out what the best plan of attack is so we don't burn out. Because we've also, brother, we've got a podcast to record tomorrow evening, don't we? After your footy training. So there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes right now that we need to sort of sit down and properly talk about, which we did it in the sauna, brother, for 5 minutes while we're under the pump in there for 20 minutes. But
you want to do the one vote while I'll speak the jargon here, champ. Leave it to me, man. So yeah, me and Anthony, we're talking about where do we want to have the direction for some of the things because we don't want to get burnt out, and also we don't want to burn out, and a lot of stuff's going on behind the scenes. We're trying to secure guests and a whole multitude of other things. So we're just trying to come up with the best way. What I'm suggesting, and I don't know, guys, let us know in the comments, is live. How would you feel the People's Champ and then the Footy Show review just gets combined into the one, so we can do our player ratings and then go into the tactical side of what we liked and potential of the next week show, champ, or we can flip it around. But I think that would be an easy way. And this then segment just goes a little bit longer. But if you guys got any suggestions, let us know. But we've got a good podcast lined up tomorrow after training. Do you want to give him a little sneak peek, or you want to leave it a surprise, champ?
Well, brother, I'm not gonna pre-announce any more podcasts because Tony had a miscommunication. Yeah, a little bit of a miscommunication, it seems. So yeah. I'm just not gonna announce who we have until it actually happens.
Or we record it and then we'll think. Yeah.
By the way, I do have a cheeky sneaky bolter of a guest. Potentially, Dad's working behind the scenes to try and suss that out. But I'll tell
Hey,
you,
man, last time your old man tried to kill someone, what happened? All right, guys, let us know who gets the 1 vote in the chat. Let us know.
It's sitting at D-Max got 40% of the votes. Dad, actually, Dad will be coming on within the next couple of weeks as well, so that will be an interesting one as well, guys. But yeah, so D-Mac, we give the 1 vote to D-Mac, brother.
Yep,
D-Mac gets the 1 vote.
That's the 1 vote. You want to read it out for everyone? So we've got Nick Daicos, 5 votes. We've got Josh Daicos with the 4 votes. Then we've got Pendles, 3 votes. And then 2 votes. What was that, champs? Who did we get in the second for the 2 vote?
DC.
And then with the 1 vote, we have
D-Mac.
McStay locks it in with 3 goals. Guys, we're in a rush. I know you're in a rush, champ. You're going to be late. We'll sign off. Big podcast lined up for tomorrow. Moving the Magnets Thursday into a huge game on Saturday night against Carlton. Pendles 400. Get there for the pre-game show. Come in post-game show. We might even do a watch-along. We'll work it on all in the back end. We'll see. But, guys, it's been cheers. F you. I'm in the stream. Galanito there. Laters, boys. Bye.